This unloved little statue in Upland, California commemorates one of the most psychotic, badass, and doomed dudes in US history. Around 1901, he was poised to become possibly the richest man on the planet, but instead created the largest man-made flood in human history and died a pauper. His name was George Chaffey, and more than anyone, he gets credit for creating the Salton Sea, the largest lake in California, and today one of the greatest environmental disasters in America. And yet nobody has heard of it.
Can I ask you a question? A really dumb question. Do you have any idea who this guy is? Do you have any idea who he is? You don't know? Hey, do you know who George Chaffey is, by any chance? You've never heard of that guy?
I have no idea who he is. Nice statue, though.
Chaffey was a visionary. He had the first home with electricity west of the Rockies and the first telephone line in Southern California. Atop his roof in 1882, he installed a massive arc light visible from 20 miles away. Everything was powered by a single paddle wheel dynamo that turned in one of the many irrigation channels Chaffey constructed to bring water from the San Gabriel Mountains to Ontario, which he founded in 1881. Chaffey's water projects lured thousands of settlers to remote Southern California where they became citrus farmers. Chaffey, more than anybody, provided the first blueprint for Southern California's monstrous sprawl. His irrigation success proved it financially feasible to subdivide large tracts and settle shit tons of people. But Chaffey wasn't satisfied. There was vastly more money and glory to be found in the desert 100 miles east of Ontario, around today's Coachella Valley, if only you could deliver water to the basin 230 feet below sea level. Surveyors estimated
1 million acres of fertile land
were sitting there, vast deposits of alluvial soil in places 1,000 feet thick. There was no more fertile land in America.
You just had to bring it water.
Chaffey was certain there existed an ancient route by which water once flowed via gravity from the Colorado River down to the Salton Sea. Shell deposits everywhere seemed to attest to the fact. In 1900, after others gave up, Chaffey bucked his naysaying partners and returned to the desert alone in secret, led by a Native American guide. For 2 months, hiking through some of the most ferocious desert badlands in the world, they studied the land.
Chaffey was so damaged by this brutal march that he later lost his hearing.
But he found the ancient watercourse, a dry arroyo known as Alamo. Chaffey oversaw construction. It was hurried and imperfect, and to make a long, complicated story short, the canal that was to carry a limited and gradual volume of water away from the Colorado River down to the Salton Sea, creating the largest agricultural empire on Earth.
It failed.
A temporary diversion channel expanded during seasonal floods, and the water that began to hemorrhage out from the Colorado's main flank could not be stopped.
Incredibly, for nearly 2 years,
The mighty Colorado, which carved the Grand Canyon, emptied not into the Gulf of California and Mexico, but into the Salton Sea, submerging rail lines, towns, and thousands of acres of farmland, eventually ruining Chaffey and his would-be empire. Chaffey's story is a tale of genius and hubris. While the man today is mostly forgotten,
the lake he helped create is not.